Well, John, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the time. I'm going to read a small passage of Scripture. This comes from Proverbs 27:23. Start our day. It says, "Know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds." You know, John, there's one thing I know about you, and that is that you love your family dearly. I always love the work days at Harrison because you always bring the boys out. They're out there having a blast. There's usually some hilarious conversation going on, either between them or with someone else. But what was it, or who was it, that instilled this love for family that I can clearly see in you, and it's obviously carrying over into the lives of your boys?
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes back to, I mean, obviously my own parents, but I would say more than anyone was my dad's dad, my granddaddy. I mean, he was such a old school value type of guy who just family came first. Yeah. And he always like made it a point to get all of us together as much as we could. He had two other brothers, and we had a couple of cousins, and we were all kind of the same age, and it was just always a good time, and it was fun. You know, it was just a happy, lots of stories, and it was just something I always valued that I wanted for myself down the road. And so, yeah, it's very important to me to have that family, that sense of family, and that strong bond of family. So, yeah.
When we see that proverb, it says basically it's telling us that we need to be shepherds, and we obviously know that the good shepherd laid down his life for us, but to be a shepherd, to be a leader, to be a husband, to be a father is one who serves and sacrifices. Did your grandfather serve in any kind of branch of the military?
Air Force.
Air Force. Wow.
Yeah, he was. Believe him and my nana served, and then he was a doctor, became a doctor, family physician for 60 plus years. Was in Augusta, Georgia, where he raised my dad and his brothers. For as long as I could remember, all up until he just couldn't honestly just do it anymore just because of his age. It was my favorite thing about him because he would always bring his little doctor case. And as a kid, dude, like I wanted him to check my blood pressure. Check my heart. I mean, he would do it all. Yeah. And, you can just tell he loved it. And so like, that's one mom. Yeah. He was always serving, always, this is where I can probably start to ramble, and get into this because he was my number one fan. Yeah. From the very, very beginning, I had, now I wouldn't say issues when I was younger, but like, I couldn't hear great. I was in speech classes, and I was just a little, I would say, behind. Yeah. And he was the one that just says, "You're going to do something special still one day." And ever since then, I believed it. It's because he told me that, and I just remember him saying that, and because of that, I believed it. Yeah. And I was able to do amazing things, all because of him. So he was just always that guy that I can just always look up to.
Isn't that amazing how words can leave such a lasting impact in your life?
Yeah.
And that goes both ways, right? Yeah. Whether they're discouraging words or encouraging words. And especially if it's somebody who's close to you, who loves you, cares for you, and you know that, and they give you those words of encouragement, man, it sinks in your heart, and it galvanizes you. You're like, yeah. And as the years go by and you hear that, you're thinking, I believe this. Sure. And then you begin to walk it out, and you're like, oh, this is true. Yeah. And that, the old saying is, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me." That's actually not true, right?
No, it can hit you.
Words do matter.
Yeah, they do matter.
Matter what we say to one another, how we speak to one another, the tone in which we speak to one another. Man, that is fantastic that you had such a wonderful relationship with him, but also someone who was willing to build you up. Sure. Especially, where our tendency is not always to build each other up. It can be sometimes in this world where people want to break you down. Yeah. And to do the converse can leave a ripple effect for years to come in the lives of other people. Yeah. And I'm sure you know that, you feel that, and you live that out by doing the same thing
100%.
With others. Wow. So let me ask you this. Where did you grow up? Where were you at?
Yeah, sure.
That kind of stuff.
Marietta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Went to Lassiter High School. That's kind of my stomping grounds. Been there my whole life. Never really. My dad worked here. His whole, I mean, he raised us here. Mom's from the South. So yeah, this is kind of where we stayed, and there was no other reason to leave. We were fortunate to never have to leave.
Yeah.
I loved it here, man.
Yeah.
I had a good set of friends and just a good childhood upbringing. Obviously played baseball my entire life. In the Southeast mega house of the sport. So it was good. It was a great childhood and a great place to grow up here in Marietta. So,
All right. So where did you go to high school?
I went to Lassiter.
Okay.
It was, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved everything about high school. I had, I think any teenager would say they had some ups and downs in high school.
Yep.
And for me, I could say it was one of the best times in my life, but that doesn't mean that I also went through my own challenges in high school.
Yeah.
And it was honestly because of the successes I was having.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people didn't like it in high school.
Yeah.
And a lot of, and I got bullied a couple times. But I had such a solid foundation, knowing how to handle myself and knowing to honestly look that kind of stuff face to face and not let it affect me.
Yeah.
And to say there's a reason why I'm being bullied, and it's because I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Or, they're jealous of me. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But my dad did a great job of just really making me that way. Right. He did. He made me stern and made me confident in myself, to where, you can say whatever you want to say to me. It was just going to bounce off. And that's how it was. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. At the end of the day, yeah, I loved it. I had a great career there, baseball, great friends. It was a good time. So,
all right. So did you play, all right, which years were you at Lassiter?
I was there from 2000 to 2003.
Okay. All right.
So it was a crazy time there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was coming off my brother's stint there. He was there in '99. It was fun for me, even in 1999 when I was not there. I was about to come into high school to watch that team in '99 do what they did.
Yeah.
And it still kind of echoes through the Cobb County area because that team was stacked.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, and it's crazy that one high school can have that much talent, but it seems to be a consistency in this whole area, whether it's Harrison, whether it's, Hillgrove, Pope, Walton, I mean, it's just it's so saturated with incredible talent here. So at the same time, you're it's you don't doubt that they had that talent, but it was crazy. And then for them, it was one of those crazy years. And I know this wasn't my year, but it was my brother's year, but it was just, for me to getting ready to go in to that tradition for me, I mean, it's exciting. Yeah. And you're like, man, I'm about to be part of something. I mean, it's not travel ball. This is like high school ball to where you're coming in representing your community. Yep. You're representing the people who just, who just have been in your area forever. And it's like, you want to do it for so many other reasons than just win a ball game. It's like you're representing something really cool. And so, yeah, it was fun to kind of come in after that massive, year that they had, being number one in the nation, and so, I mean, talk about pressure though, dude. I mean, coming into it a team like that, I'm like, holy smokes, I'm $175, Yeah. I mean, probably a little arrogant, probably if I know me at that time. But I was ready, man.
You're going to need to be arrogant.
You're going to have to. And I think that's what it was. But it was just fun to see what do I got? Can I compete with this level? And that's what I think was fun for me about it. It was just can I do it? It was good.
So did you play varsity all 4 years? What did it look like for you? And what position did you play or play positions?
Yeah, I was very fortunate. I mean, I worked my tail off to be fortunate to make the team as a freshman varsity.
Wow.
Trust me, I did not have the attitude going into that I was going to make it. I just, I don't know. I had good work ethic at that time.
Yeah.
I did everything 100%. I didn't believe anything outside of 100%. I was blessed with just good skills and talent at that level. And I owe it again to my dad.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really do. All up until that point, he was just one of those guys where Friday nights he would come home and work in a tie and grab the bucket and we would go to the field. And it was, and the human in me was like, oh, come on, Dad.
Yeah.
But like we did it, my brother did it, and he was just one of those dads. And not to like go back, but that's kind of dad I'm trying to be with my own kids. Yeah. And so like it all, at the time you're like, oh, come on, I don't want to go to the field at like 8:00 at night. But then you get to these achievements and you're like, man, like you look back and you're like, it was because my dad was this way with me, or he was hard on me at some points, or he pushed me to do, certain things. And so like, and it is kind of all, you're like, light bulb goes off. You're like, I'm able to make varsity as a freshman because of these moments. Yeah. So it was very, very humbling, very exciting. That I got to be. Now, granted, I was not going to be a starter. And I mean, listen, because you got the 99 team. The 99 team is probably like 50% of them left, but then you still got the other 50% who are now seniors who are studs. Yeah. And I'm like, who the crap am I? Yeah. And I had a good arm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I had a good arm. Yeah. So that was my ticket. It was like, but I had a good mentality about it. I was like, just, play me anywhere. Yeah. And I was one of those guys that I could. Yeah. Whether it was, I would third base, shortstop, second base, never played first base. Yeah, I was too small. Because you got first base, it's usually the big guys who can swing the stick. Yeah. I was not one of those guys. But I was smooth in the infield. I had hands. I could pick it. I could throw it. And then outfield, they played me in outfield. But the most surprising of everything was they really wanted me to like be a big guy for them on the mound. Whoa. As a freshman. And so like that exactly. Whoa. Like, right. I'm 14 coming on 15 and I'm about to face these, there's
men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Top schools in the Southeast and they're going to put me on the mound. And so but there's a lot of things that can go through your head at that age. Yeah. Like, is it a confidence booster? 100%. But also you're like, damn, I hope I can perform. Yeah. I hope I can, get through this pressure. I hope, and it's a lot of learning. Yeah. It's a lot of maturing very quickly.
But to be at Lassiter, one of the top programs in the country as a freshman, again, we've kind of almost got to backtrack for a minute and remember what Grandpa said.
Oh, no.
Remember what Dad did. All those times of going to the field, working when nobody's watching. There's no fans. There's nobody out there. It's just hot.
It's us.
I'm just sweating. I just want to go sit in the
Dad,
shade.
I want to go home.
That's right. And yet, all those hours. Yeah. So that's the thing I think people don't realize. It's like, I want to hit a home run in the state championship game. I want to pitch and throw the final pitch and win the game for us in the state championship. Okay, that doesn't happen without 10,000 hours of work behind the scenes.
It does not.
It doesn't.
No,
you can't.
It's not reality.
No.
Yeah,
and I think that's the disconnect for a lot of guys is it's like, I only want to compete when mom and dad have to spend a whole lot of money for me to be on a travel team where there's umpires out there and the fans are all standing there watching me. It's not it. That's not where it's at.
Natural ability can only take you so far. It really can. Natural ability can only take you so far. Yeah. You have to, for you to be able to surpass everyone else around you and get to the next level, you have to be all in. Mm-hmm. And that's practicing when no one's watching. Yeah. That's like the biggest piece of wisdom that I give my kids every week is no one sees you working right now, but because of this time, this is when you're going to start noticing that you're going to start surpassing everybody. Yeah. But if you come home and you don't have the motivation and you don't want it, you're going to tell that it's eventually all these kids around you that you want to be better at, or they're just going to kind of start inching their way past you, and then you're going to sit here and wonder, well, why? Yeah. Dad, what could I have done different? I told you what you could have done different. Yeah. But that's I'm your dad. Like, you have to make the decision yourself. To how bad do you want it? Yeah. And that's where it comes in. And so it's natural ability can only take you so far.
Yeah. So, well, I agree with you because I think back with some of the guys that I play with that really went to a high level, like Adam Everett, Corey Patterson. I look at the Suitors, I look at Brian Roberts, I play with him at South Carolina. All of these guys were doing things all the time behind the scenes when no one was watching.
Yeah.
And it was just their MO. It was their mode of operation. It was their mental makeup that they were just going to work and put. And that's the thing I think a lot of guys don't realize. When I played with Corey Patterson, his junior year, which was my senior year, I hit 11 home runs. He hit 4 home runs his junior year. Okay. But nobody sees all the work he's putting in behind the scenes, and he only produced 4 home runs.
Sure.
And the very next season, because he worked all summer and during the fall, so that when that spring rolled around, he hits 22 bombs. But nobody saw all the work he put in for years before that.
Correct.
And I mean, like, he had superior athletic ability. Most people couldn't even compete at his level athletically, but most of us couldn't compete at his ability with his work ethic.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part we have to continue to stress, and that's what I love what you just said. You've also got to have not just the athleticism, but the mental makeup. You hit that nail on the head a minute ago.
That's
It separates the men from the boys.
100%.
Yeah.
If you do not have what you said, the mental makeup to, you will fail over and over again, and you'll question yourself.
Yep.
But it's like at the end of the day, are you not to repeat myself, but like, are you in it?
Yeah.
Like, are you invested?
Yeah.
Because it's the players like Corey or Adam.
Yeah.
I would say even me at times when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about it's not about who's watching you, and it's about literally being out there by yourself, getting reps in, knowing that this is going to pay off.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing it for anybody else,
Yep.
but I'm doing it for me because I know this is what I have to do.
That's right.
To get to that next level. And that's, honestly, that's a lot of kids that's the biggest challenge for a lot of these new kids these days.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's why I throw around a term at Harrison all the time. And I got it from Coach Power and Coach Elkins. When I played for them, they used to call me the cerebral assassin. I didn't say 2 words, but I was calculating the whole time. And my calculations were, how am I going to make you look ridiculous? Because I'm going to beat you.
Yeah.
And I don't care how big you are or how great you are, or your stuff may be the most amazing in the world. I'm going to get a hit off of you. You may be the best hitter, but I'm going to deceive you and get you out somehow, some way. I may set you up, for one pitch that I'm going to throw 3 pitches later, because I watched Maddox and Glavine when I was growing up, and I got to see what pitching is and not throwing,
it's a big difference,
which is a huge difference.
Yeah. That's a rabbit hole, by the way, for me.
It is, and we can go there for a second if you want, just a minute. But I think for me too, it's I read this great book years ago by Malcolm Gladwell. It's called Outliers, and he said, anybody who's gotten to a high level in anything they're doing, it takes at least 10,000 hours so that you become efficient and good at it.
I can believe it.
And it goes on to chronicle how the Beatles played 7 days a week in basically a strip club, 7 days a week doing sets for like 15-hour days in this strip club. And nobody knew who they were, but they were honing in their craft. They're working on it day after day. Hey, we need to do this. We need to do this. We got to fix this. This is going to sound better here. And then when they actually hit the scene, everybody's like, they're so amazing.
Yeah.
Because they put 10,000 hours in before anybody ever saw them. Because who's really going to the strip club? Don't answer that question, anybody. So anyway, it's incredible to think about the 10,000 hours. Now, back to something we were just talking about a second ago. I think you and I had the privilege of, I think we've been, on one hand, I would say we've been ruined. We grew up in baseball heaven.
Ruined big time. I can 100% agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, because I think the Cobb County
saturated
baseball,
it's ridiculous,
from when we were younger all the way through, has just, it's a whole nother level that I didn't realize until I went off to college, and they're going, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but we're also watching the Braves play, and we're watching Maddox, Glavine, Smoltz. We're watching the true cerebral assassins.
Man. The greats.
The guys who...
Creativity.
Oh, my goodness.
Creativity at its finest.
Yeah.
When it comes to it's a craft.
It is.
That craft is gone.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that craft is gone. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Back we still talk about it. Me and my family. Just what if? What if I was just 30 miles more north up into the at a smaller high school or down south or because the every game you were at least facing a team with 1 to 5 D1s, possible draft picks, to where, and I think I still have those frustrations still today for me. And let me tell you, the most guilty one who still talks about is my mother. What if, Johnny? And but it's like it's as confident as I was, and as hard as I worked, and what I could do at that time of my life, not even one look to get drafted. And am I good enough?
Yeah.
But then you just really look around and you're like, look at these guys. I mean, I got the McCanns, I got the Francours, I got Markakis, I got everywhere you looked, it was just like Jeremy Hermida that went to Wheeler. Yeah. These are all guys I played with. And here I am. Hey, I'm John. What am I doing? But there was times that I could hang 100%.
Yeah.
But it was tough, man, because it's a double-edged sword. You grow up in a incredible community where it's baseball heaven, like you said.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it makes your goals 100 times harder.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so that's the challenge. And so if you're good in this area, you've done something right.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting, but.
So you played at Harris. I mean, you played at Lassiter, and did you guys? How far did y'all ever go?
We did awesome. We made it to the state championship my freshman year.
Okay.
Played Lowndes County. That nightmare still runs in my head. Still, you know what? Even worse. I think my kids bring it up to me every once in a while. And that's a story that I could 100% kind of go into a high level and obliged to tell you a little bit of it. But we made it to Lowndes County. We had to go down to Lowndes County. Talk about a long bus ride. And at that time, the field was a cow pasture. I mean, it was nothing. And they had this tin roof barn in right field that I still hear the echoing in my ear from the bombs that Steve Drew hit off of me. And so that has not gone away. And so, but we didn't win. We should have, but I had something, I think, to do with that. I'm going to put all that responsibility on me, that we lost that state championship. And then we made it my junior year when we played Parkview against Jeff Rancourt and his team. Didn't win. And then we got shut out my senior year, going to the state playoffs by Harrison. We were supposed to go all the way, and that didn't happen. Harrison shut us down. So, I mean, whether we won or lost, it was a blast. Yeah. I mean, for us to just even have a chance to make it to the state championship twice, we lost. But, man, look who we lost to. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about some greats. And it was still fun. It was still challenging, and I gave it my all. Yeah. And that's honestly at the end of the day, dude, there's not a lot of people who can say that's what how their high school career went. Yeah. Just even have that chance. And so, yeah, man, there's no regrets. I mean, still though, that Lowndes County game, that's a whole nother story right there. That's a whole nother day.
3 years ago, was it 3 years? 2 years ago, we went down to Lowndes County to play. And that was a completely
was
different.
it a cow pasture?
No, it's really
nice.
It's really nice now.
Very nice.
Very nice. I think the
some money.
Drew brothers kind of helped them out a little bit.
Steven is now the community coach down there, so it kind of helps out.
Okay. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Steven.
JD was the guy that I looked up to.
JD was awesome.
When he was at FSU, and then he went into the bigs. And Tim was the brother that was my age. Okay. He got drafted by the Braves.
Okay.
I played with him for Team Georgia after my senior year.
Great family.
I had never seen a guy throw that hard, and he threw a slider that was 87, 88 miles an hour. And our catcher, Blair McCaleb, from Lassiter, was catching him. and he went to catch it, and the slider just went straight over and hit him in the kneecap.
Slid way too much.
Yeah, and Blair had never seen 88.
What was that?
Yeah, what exactly did you just throw to me? So yeah, that family is gifted, but great people too, wonderful
really
people.
Good people. Yeah.
But yes, we got to play against Lowndes. But I think what you said is key a minute ago. You've been in the situation where you've been on the losing side, and you've had to deal with the failure.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part that a lot of guys don't know
react.
what to do with. How did you respond to failure? How did you use that as a motivational piece for the following year?
Man, I mean, baseball is the epitome of failure. It's a game of failure. I mean, like, how many times are we going to hear that?
Yeah.
But people don't. I mean, it's true. It is legit. For you to be good at this game, if you do not fail, you will never succeed.
Mm-hmm.
That was ingrained into me at a young age. That's what I ingrained in my boys now. That's what I ingrained to the guys at Harrison.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot expect to go out there and just win every single time.
Mm-mm.
What would be fun about that?
Yeah.
B, what would be the challenge? Like, you want to be humbled. You want to be, you want to fail a lot, because, it's going to put you in a situation to where it's going to challenge you. It's like, how am I going to react? Yeah. What am I going to do about it? Yeah. Right? Am I going to get better? Am I going to mope? Am I going to be lazy? Am I going to quit? Am I going to give up? This game's too hard. Yeah. And you hear all these, right? No. Yeah. Like, show who you are.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of person are you? What kind of character are you?
Right.
Right. And for me, that's just how I was built. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, cool. Like, we got our butts handed to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. But now it's like, oh, I wanted more. Yeah. So
how beneficial was it to have an older brother as well?
Yeah. He was fun to watch. Yeah. He was gifted, an incredible shortstop. He had great work ethic. It was good. And he probably still doesn't know from today, but like, I watched him all the time. Yeah. As a little brother, all his buds were incredible baseball players. So like, for me to be and growing up in that environment, to travel around the years and years of watching his teams play and him play, I wanted to be as good as him. Yeah. And so that was the other, that was, I say, a huge part of me being able to get to where I was, because like, I was always trying to make me better than him. Yeah. What do I, and he was one of those guys that could do the sick Jeter play. Man, I always wished I could do that stuff. That was one thing I could never do cleanly. Yeah. But like, he would. And it's like, man. And so like, I always said, and people always said that, he always had a little bit of Dominican swag in him, he just had that like Olay kind of like smooth, and so like, it was just fun watching him and be like, man, I'm gonna be like that. But like, for me to be like that, I had to work, and so it was huge. And I don't think still today he knows like that impact he had on me, because growing up in a travel ball family, it's like we didn't see each other a lot. Yep. So it was until after he went to college, we started getting more close and stuff like that. But like, yeah, he doesn't know, but I watched him all the time. It was huge. Man. Huge impact for me.
Yeah, I think that's a key ingredient for success, is having an older sibling.
Oh, 100%.
That you get to watch, number one, and it elevates your game.
Sure.
Because it's almost like you're playing up, but you're not playing up yet.
Correct.
Because you get to see it. You're like, I've got to work towards that.
Yeah, you do.
And it tugs you, it pulls you toward that direction. Yeah. Instead of just staying in your sphere of playing and that level of play.
Well, you see the success that he had. And it's like, man, I want to feel that too. Yeah. Like, I want to win a big game. I want to be playing in front of hundreds and hundreds of people. And like, I want to live that, you know? And so like, that's motivation in itself to be part of something exciting like that. Yeah. So yeah, no, it was very crucial to have that, to have him in my life. So.
All right. So I'm going to double click on something you said a minute ago. Yep. You talked about travel ball. Where did you play travel? Who did you play for during your high school years? What was going on there?
I played for, it was crazy. I was on, so when I am a little younger than you,
Yeah.
But
yeah, you are. I played when the dinosaurs roamed East Cobb. We played at Lassiter. That's where our home
are
field
you on
was at.
one of those stones outside East Cobb fields?
No, I'm
you're
not that old, but I'm pretty old.
Okay.
I played for Gary, and we always played. I played for Gary my 15-year-old
Yeah.
season and 16-year-old season, and we played at Lassiter.
Yeah.
That was back when we had to travel. We had to go actually travel around the United States to play good teams.
So yeah, it's funny. So like when East Cobb came a reality,
Yep.
That's where we played. But it was interesting because when I was coming up, when I was 12, East Cobb was only still at that time, it started with Danny Prago. It was 14, 15, 16 and above.
Yeah.
They had nothing below 14 years old, right?
Yep.
And we know that's not true anymore.
No.
Right? So I was on the first team below that age.
Wow.
At East Cobb. So like I was on the first 12-year-old East Cobb Ringers.
Oh yeah.
Coached by John Eilenberg.
Yeah. I've played for my 17-year-old season. Yeah.
And so it was like almost like a pilot, like a program. Like they were trying it out and see how it went. Mm-hmm. And so I tried out and made it. And I was part of history at East Cobb. Now it's just a blimp of, no one knows. No. But I started that.
Wow.
But no. But it was awesome. It was awesome. It was first time you ever got to play with some teammates that came from all over. Mm-hmm. It's always interesting and always a challenge to see how you're going to react, and are you going to be a good teammate, and if you run into some challenges with new guys that you're playing with that you don't know much about, like are you going to be able to pivot? Are you going to be able to focus on yourself and get past these hardships? But it was a lot thrown at you at 12 years old to play for like a legit travel team. Yeah. It just it didn't happen much back in that day, and that was 1997. But it was awesome. I mean, we ended up having an incredible summer. It was good. My good first travel ball experience. But from there, I was at East Cobb all the way until 18.
Who'd you play for when you were 15, 16?
Well, so I went from Eilenberg to Prago, which was the best years of my life. Was that Danny Prago year, Astros? Yeah, that's when I became a boy into a man.
Wow.
It really was. It was that clear transition of that everything kind of slowed down for me in the game of baseball. Yeah. And then my maturity came to light during that stage. And it was just, I would say that's that year, the East Cobb Astros of 14 was probably the year where I said, I love this game. Yeah. Like, I love this game. Mm-hmm. This is what I want to do. Yep. No one's going to stop me. Mm-hmm. And from here on out, I want to play at this level. And I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to be at that level until I can't anymore. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I didn't play to play. I played because I loved it, man. Yeah. Like I loved the camaraderie. I loved my teammates. Mm-hmm. The coaches at that time. That when I fell in love with it, it was just about for them. For me, looking in, it was about how can we make Goody a better baseball player. Mm-hmm. And they're going to put all their attention into me and develop me. And as a young player, that's what you want. Yeah. You want that attention. You don't want to just be out there playing, not knowing, am I doing good? Am I doing things right? Yeah. Like it was just a really cool year that kind of catapulted, my career from after that. So
who were some of the coaches that left an indelible mark on you?
Yeah, I mean, I would say Danny. I would say Prago was a big one. Just from a man, he was just one of those young, energetic guys that was just all about me, just all about the team and development. So, like, I would say, he was he made it fun, and I think that it was just but good positive light in my life at that time. That again just really led me to the game of baseball. Like, fell in love with it. After that, I would say, listen, I was 15 and I got to play with Gary Baldwin and Coach Guy. Mm-hmm. Those two guys, I couldn't say they're more polar opposite of how they carry themselves. Yeah. Two totally different personalities. And listen, Coach Guy's personality and Gary's personality. I mean, you played for him too, man. And honestly, I'm going to say this. I got a benefit out of both of them.
Yep. Oh yeah.
For different reasons. Yeah. Way different reasons. Guy, he was just the relaxed guy who was just had a very easy way of telling you things.
Yep.
And a magical way of telling you things where it would just click. It would just click.
Yeah.
And it's like he wouldn't be stressed and he wouldn't be worried for you. It would just be like, hey, like, hit the squibby.
Hit the squibby. Hit the squibby.
You know? And because of that squibby.
Yeah.
I mean, but he just, that's how he was. But he made you just kind of relax. Dude.
He did.
And then
quintessential hitting coach.
He was quintessential.
Yeah.
Sit on his bucket.
That's right.
He has his theories.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. But he wouldn't fault you for it.
Right.
He would find a different way, and y'all would work through it together.
That's it.
He just had the patience.
He did.
Gary, no patience. He was the polar opposite. Guy, and I think that's why they equaled each other out.
I think you're right.
And Guy knew that. And so, like, every single time Gary would be Gary, Coach Guy would be like, "Hey, Goody, come here. You're okay.
You're okay.
Sit down, relax." You know, I'm like, am I that bad? You know?
Yeah.
But here's what I'll say about Gary.
Yeah.
And what made him a big benefit to me. He had an expectation.
Yes. Yeah.
He had an expectation.
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, that's where his personality came from. Is that he expected the guys that played for him were going to already carry themselves at a higher level.
Yep.
They were already going to perform at a higher level.
That's right.
They were already going to know the basic fundamentals to be a good baseball player, right?
Yep.
Like, I mean, does that make sense? Like, he expects you to know, do you know what you're doing on every play?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
You should
know where you're going.
You should know all cuts, relays.
Everything,
you should know where you're going with the ball.
And those were his expectations. And so I can't fault him for that.
Right.
And then if you made a dumb error, guilty, you're going to hear from it.
Yes.
You're going to hear it 100 yards away. You'll hear from it.
Oh yeah.
And then my dad will be walking down the field, hiding his face, going, "Oh, shoot, John's getting yelled at, and I'm just going to go hide my face." You know, John screwed up again. You know, so like, but it was like, I didn't. Yeah, you get mad at the moment because you're getting yelled at.
Yep.
But it's like, man, there's a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason. There's a reason behind everything Gary did.
Yeah.
And so I would say so. And then I now hurry up, and I know I'm rambling on right now. Then going from there, play with the incredible guys on the Astros with Gary, Josh Burris, Kyle Davies, B-Mac, Mark Hakis. I mean, all these guys.
Yeah.
So super privileged, super humble to be on, again, smallest guy, Goody. No idea why I was on that team. But they saw something in me.
Yeah, there's a reason.
But it was fun. It was exciting. And then probably my most influential year would be the Yankees, East Coast Yankees under Herschel and James.
Yeah.
I would say they treated us as we were MLB guys already. And we should carry ourselves like MLB from a classy level, gentleman level, how we presented ourselves, how we spoke, what vibe we gave off. Like, it was just how to be baseball players. And, it wasn't about development really much at that time.
Yeah.
It was about like, you guys are here for a reason. You've earned it.
Yeah.
And let's go play some ball.
Yeah.
And when we go to places, whether it was, showcases in Vandy or showcases in these colleges, like we get off the bus, people are going to look at us the way a professional baseball player would be getting off the bus.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Well, they were grooming you for that.
They're grooming.
That personal responsibility
100%.
aspect, because now you're going to get freedom when you go to college.
Yeah.
If you go into the minors, you get drafted. It's no longer being guarded and told everything to do. No. It's now you have to own this.
Yeah.
And you have to act like a decent human being, but you've also got to get your work in for the game.
100%.
Before, during, and after.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to tell you, hey, go do this. Hey, go do that. It's on you.
Yeah, it is on you.
When you were coming out,
Yeah.
at your senior year, when you're coming out of hie school, which colleges, teams, who's looking at you at that time?
Well, I was being looked at for multiple positions, so it kind of just depended on whether it was if I wanted to go for pitching, two-way guy, or just an infielder. Again, super exciting time to be even in that position. humbled, basically just because of all the talents around you.
Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting to go into an MLB draft just because of my size and everything else. So I was just excited just to get some offers to go anywhere to play, D1 at that time.
Yeah.
And so for me, man, Vandy, Coach Corbin wanted me as an infielder. And that was Corbin's first year coming to Vandy from Clemson.
Yep.
So it was, he was going to have a big job ahead of him and rebuild and all that kind of good stuff.
It's so cool you just mentioned this. That was in 2004?
It was in 2004.
Yeah. Okay. So in 96 and 97, he reaches out to me. He's at Clemson.
Yeah.
He's the assistant coach. We go up there for a visit. I'm thinking, I've got to play for this guy.
Don't you love it?
He had come from Presbyterian College. And in high school, my sister's boyfriend went to Presbyterian and played baseball there. So I already had some familiarity with him. But I go up there for the trips. We're talking to him. I'm thinking, I need to play for this guy. He's amazing. And I thought about Clemson, but I didn't really like Jack Leggett. I'm just going to be honest with you.
No, you're good.
And the simple reason is,
I played with his son.
It was like he was like a football coach.
Yeah. He's intense.
He was. And I'm just not the same kind of guy.
Corbin's super relaxed.
Yeah. It's like we got laser-like focus.
Yeah.
You'd have no idea that I'm sneaking up on you and about to slit your throat, right? It's like that kind of,
that is right on.
Right?
Yes,
and that's what happened.
That's an accurate...
If you watch what happened at Vandy and what he created and the culture that he cultivated there, because when he was at Clemson, I was like, I want to play for this guy. And when I was at South Carolina in 98 and we were playing at Vandy, it was a bag. I mean, that stadium was terrible. It was horrible. I'm thinking, who wants to go here? Nobody wants to go here. Yeah. And then when he went there, and I thought, okay, this is going to change. He's going to change this whole thing.
Did. What do you think? You knew it was.
All right, so they took a look at you. Who else was
Vandy, Georgia Southern as an infielder, Tulane. I had obviously Tech, Baylor.
Wow. It's great. What did you want to do when you went to college? Did you want to play 2A or did you just want to pitch? What did you want to do?
That is a decision that I still today, if I had it all over again, Noxie, I would have gone small.
Yeah. Yep.
I can say that now.
Yeah. No, you can't.
I can
look back at the decisions you make. And I did the same thing. I saw the glitz and the glamour of D1.
That's exactly what it was.
And I wish I would have done something different. I actually committed to Tech early.
Did you?
Yeah, that's a whole different story we can get into.
Man, that's a great
I wanted to play for Squibby. I wanted to play
want to play for Squibby?
Squibby and the Squammy. I wanted to play for him. But in God's providence, things change. Yeah. I end up at South Carolina, and I'm there for 2 years.
It's horrible.
And then I end up at Georgia State because, and I'm with you. It's like, man, I think a lot of guys, if we could just say one message to a lot of guys, don't get so wrapped up in the D1 big school.
So, okay, yeah. And I think that's what makes me a valuable coach now.
Yeah.
Right? Because we lived it. And I think that's what makes you a valuable coach, because we lived it and breathed it.
Right.
And we can honestly look back and be transparent with ourselves, right? And say, man, what I know now, I honestly think things would have been totally different. And I think I would have stayed in love with the game. Because I think because of my decisions and because of the big D1, environment, culture, the hype, it honestly took a lot of that love out of it for me because, there's it's not about grinding anymore.
Yeah.
And it's about, it's about who's getting drafted, and what do I got to do to get drafted? And
can you imagine what it's like today? I mean, it's even more different than when we play.
I don't know how my mentality would be during this day and age. Like where's there's no, you can't, baseball to me is about team.
Yeah.
Your relationships that you form. That's ultimately, at the end of the day, the morale and the culture of the team is what honestly makes you succeed. But nowadays, it's like the team you have one year is a totally different team next year, and then the next year, and the next year. And so you tend to not like you don't make relationships, and you're just it's an individual sport these days, and you're just looking out for yourself.
It's very consumeristic.
Yeah, it really is.
It's all about what can I get, what 100%. Can I take, instead of how can I serve, how can I help.
That is exactly.
And I think that's why high school baseball is the only pure form of baseball left.
I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah,
I 100% agree with that. I mean, travel ball is toxic these days. I mean, like really, but high school, like you said, is what's probably the purest form of baseball that is still managed and played right.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that. I hate that it's going in that direction.
Yeah. But you know,
but it is
what it is. But so you ended up at Tech.
So anyway, so I ended up at Tech. I knew a lot of the players there.
Yeah.
Had a lot of relationships with some of the guys that played at the East Cobb Yankees. Played at Artie Tech. So I mean, you know, I think from a comfort level, I felt good about it.
Right.
It's close to home.
Yeah. Great education.
Incredible. I mean, I will say, I mean, education for me. I mean, I wanted to be a legit student athlete. Like I wanted to get a good degree and have a backup plan. And I think, you know, that's one thing my dad I will 100% say was like, you're getting a education because there's only a small percentage of just in reality of who's going to make it to the next level. That's and just in case you want a backup plan. Yeah. And that's something I preach to everyone these days in high school, all these kids who just think they got it. And I'm like, buddy, like just in case you want to get that degree, bud.
No, you need to diversify.
You don't want to be giving lessons every day for the rest of your life.
That's right. Yeah. So, what was your degree at Tech?
International Affairs and Intelligence.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I was not an engineer, Noxie.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, there's only, you know, certain
me and
guys
math
that can
did not mix well.
No, I get it. So let me ask you this. Yeah. You don't have to get very specific, but what do you do for a living?
Yeah, so I can say, I mean, since 2008, I've been in the investigations industry.
Okay.
Okay. So it's started with the government for a while, forensics, and did some really cool stuff. Run and gunned for as long as I could. Yep. And yeah, I loved it. I'm not a guy who can sit behind a computer all day long. No. After playing baseball as long as I did, and as active as I am, I can't. Like, and I'm a people's person. I'm a people's leader. Yeah. I got to have that face-to-face interaction. Yep. You know, I got to have, I like knowing what I'm not getting into every day, you know? And so, that's why I kind of chose that. I do, man. I love it. Yeah. It's, I mean, it makes it fun. Yeah.
If somebody was to ask me, how would you describe Coach Goody? I would say, adventure.
Oh yeah.
And you said that.
I'll
just
take
now.
You on a ride.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, I don't know I don't want to know what I'm getting into today.
Yeah.
And
I love it. But that's what it
great.
Should be.
But you know what? That makes you adaptive. Just a minute ago, we just talked about,
have to be.
You go to college, you've got to play certain positions.
Yeah.
And if you want to keep playing in college, or if you want to make it in the world, period.
You got to be adaptive.
You have to be.
You got to be able to pivot. Yeah.
You have to. You can't be maladaptive. You can't be wooden.
No.
You have to be pliable.
Yes.
Anything that's going on in life, it doesn't matter what it is. And, you know, I think the biggest way that I was taught this was I got married.
You got to adapt.
And it went from, I'm so amazing.
I love myself.
And the axis dropped straight through here to, no, that's not how it works. No. And I'm grateful that I got married so that I could grow up.
You know, I hope that kids these days growing up playing the game of baseball can take and learn life lessons from the sport. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I will say that that's where I learned, that's where I learned to be a leader, a people's leader. Yeah. Take charge, initiative. You know, to be loud, to be well spoken. There's so many skills that you can learn from the game of baseball if you play it long enough. Yep. And you can do a lot of great things from those skills that you learn over that time. And honestly, I've had such a good, I would say successful career because of my ability to adapt and pivot because going through as a athlete, it's not always it's either this way or the highway. Like you have to be able to say, for me to get to the next level, I'm maybe more suited to be in this position. Or, then that next year that could totally change. I grew. I can hit better now. Now I feel more comfortable in this position. Like you just got to be able to look at it from kind of like an exterior window and be like, if I'm going to make it, like I can't be pigeonholed into one focus. Right. You have to be able to pivot and say, all right, for me to make it, how do I market myself? Well, I can be diversified. I can play anywhere you want me to. I can pitch, I can hit, I can do it all. Right. And so that should be honestly every kid's goal, because at the end of the day, when baseball is no longer a sport for you and you are now looking at life head on, you got to be able to adapt and pivot to all sorts of challenges that are way harder than baseball decisions. Right. Yeah. So I think that's a huge life lesson for a lot of these kids growing up.
Well, looks like the dog's going to join us for the podcast. Okay. That's great. His name is Samson John Knox. Just like the great...
You named him after me.
I did. You and the great Protestant reformer, John Knox. Okay. The same thing. It's great. Great guys. Kind of, finishing and rounding this out, one more question that I have is, you've played at some incredible places. You've been a part of some amazing organizations. What makes Harrison baseball different?
I mean, I think it's a pretty easy, for me, and the reason why I joined. I think we are still instilling that old school method behind the game. Meaning, I think Harrison with Coach Story and you and Whiting and I think it's and Evans. We're all guys that I would say we're lifers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when you have a group of coaches that have been through the grind, and you have those personalities come together, some amazing things can happen. And these kids are lucky. Like you talk about high school ball. There's not a lot of programs out there that gets one coach that has the experience that we have in all five of us, seed, all of us. So for me, it's just being part of that camaraderie again. Harrison has it. We all believe in the same type of what we're trying to instill in these kids, that work ethic, humbling these kids. I think it's just a special group that just kind of, it was like a magnet. I just wanted to be part of it.
Yeah. Well, you had a successful first year last year. You guys did really well.
National championship.
That's right. That's right. No, it's true. You guys had a great season and won the tournament. So man, it was a good first year for you. But I will tell you, we are thankful that you're there. You're pouring into these guys and you're building them up. You're setting a firm foundation for so many of these young players that they'll have the ability. And it's a catalyst being at Harrison because of the coaching. And I think we got to go back and not to toot our own horn, but we just talked about this a minute ago.
Yeah.
Who made us? It was coaches.
Yeah, all of our
coaches that poured into us.
100%.
I'll never forget playing for Coach Power and Coach Elkins. I won't forget playing for
why don't you
for Jeff Guy and Gary Baldwin
because of the influence
and Davis May who poured, Davis May. Hey guys,
man, those were long bus rides with him and Gary in the van.
I bet,
man, the conversations. All right, sorry.
No. But we're thankful because you play a vital role in these guys' life, and you don't realize it unless you look back and see the role that these guys played in your life.
You don't.
We're sitting here 30 years, removed,
still talking about it,
and talking about them, and it influenced how we do business, how we raise kids, how we love our wives.
Everything.
It's work ethic. You've got to be able to work every day, and it goes hand in hand with how you going back to what we said earlier. Being a shepherd, knowing the condition of your flocks, caring for those who are there. And that proverb was cool because it said, know well the condition of your flocks, so those who are at home, and give attention to your herds. The herds are those that are out there. So you got to look at both of them, right? There's on one hand, home, other hand, away. You're looking how you can serve and help others. But I will say this. I would like to say thank you to your wife, because she has to pick up the slack for you when you're out there coaching these guys. And it's the same thing for me, Coach Story, Coach Evans, Coach Burton, Coach Seed. Our wives do so much behind the scenes to enable us to be able to go out there and pour into these other people.
Yeah.
And I think they're really the unsung heroes of any organization where the coaches are out there doing this.
They are. Yeah. She, and the fact that she wants me to do it.
Yeah.
Because she sees the joy that it gives me. And, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It makes me be a better coach.
Yeah.
Honestly, that I have her support.
Yeah.
If I don't have her support, then it's like it just doesn't mean anything to me. So 100% agree with you. They are the rock stars. I would say 100%.
They really are. Well,
Thankful.
John, thank you for taking this time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. It's been fun just sitting here talking about some things that I think will be an encouragement and be hope for other people as they hear this, but also younger guys who are just getting started. And there are guys that I know right now that want to be coaches, that are in college. They're trying to get degrees. They want to become coaches, and I want to help them out, give them every opportunity. But to have someone like yourself come and sit down and talk about these things, it gives them more hope and encouragement.
Sure.
It motivates them to keep headed down that path. And we need good coaches.
I agree.
We
100%.
do. So, well, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. If you'd like to support the podcast, take a look at the link in the description below. And yes, we're praying for you. Please pray for us. And yeah, we need multiple exposures to the gospel. God bless.